Hi, welcome to a Garage Geek Odds and Ends. So today I am in my garage just trying to organize, and I've got stuff everywhere, but a package came for me and I thought I should do a live stream, but I really don't have time because I need to start reading a book. More on that in a minute. A little bit later, I'm going to Bingo Loco. I don't know what that's all about, but it'll be an experience. So I'm going to start. I'm going to show off some comics, some CDs, and some books in this, and it's going to be warts and all. So I got a package from Stevey D, and I pretty much know what these comics are because Stevey D went shopping and he wrote me and he's like, "Hey, I'm going to buy you some books because I think he calls them the funny books." Because he knows that I like those, the cartoon comics from like Dell and stuff like that, and Gold Key. And so I'm trying to talk and rip this open. So he showed them off on his channel, but I knew they were for me because he told me they were. And so here they are. And let's see what he sent me. So he sent me this Uncle Scrooge. I mean, look at that. And her name is Magica. It was funny watching him pronounce that. Sorry, Stevie. And then this cool Uncle Scrooge. Look at that. This Archie. And I don't think Archie is sexy at all, but maybe this guy, yes. I know everyone's after Betty and Veronica, but I like the older guys in these books. But here's Uncle Scrooge. They most often have pot bellies, but that doesn't bother me at all. Uncle Scrooge back to the Klondike. Was that TMI? Let's keep going. Here's a cool Tom and Jerry. And then look at this one. This is a Walt Disney Showcase Bambi. That is awesome. This one might be one of the jewels, although it's inside of this weird plastic packaging that fell apart. Maybe because the comic was so big, but this is a 10 center. These things are gold to me. So look at this Andy Panda, and it's in really nice shape. So that's definitely getting the Mylar treatment. Here we have Archie marries Veronica, the wedding. Wow. It's a modern one, but look how cool that is. And then Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries. Now, my husband, I buy these for my husband. I don't know if we have this one, but if we don't, awesome. And if we do, then that one's mine. The Beagle Boys. Gosh, I love these comics. Look at this. And look at this Uncle Scrooge. So cool. And finally, an All-Star Comics #1. Now, this one is interesting. I actually have a couple in this. I don't know if I have this one. So if I have a couple in a row, then I can read them. So Stevey D, thank you so much. I actually already have a stack set aside for you, but I've got so many that I could send you. So Stevie, I want you to let me know privately if you actually want these or not. The first one I'm sending you is a double that I have, and it's a Frank Miller cover, and I love that. Next, a Super Pro. I don't want that comic, so it's yours. Here's another modern one. Excuse me, I'm coughing. Initially I bought it because I actually really like the art. Even though it's that 90s art, it's still fun. But I am getting rid of most of my modern comics. By the way, if you want to trade me, I'm getting rid of all of my Marvel and DC, almost all of them, from 35 cents and up. I am keeping a couple that I like the covers for because I have them in the Epic collections, and so I don't want them. So contact me if you want to set up a trade. I mean, I've got stacks and stacks of these things. But I'm sending him the what are they? Marvel superheroes. They're all Hulk reprints, and he already said he wanted those. So that's what I have for you coming up, Stevey D. Next, I want to talk about some comics that I got recently. So I actually got a short box of comics that I ordered. Like, I spent so much money on comics, but here's one of them. I started looking through it this morning. Now, I really, really like the Zorros with the actor on the cover, because I really like that actor. He was the dad in Lost in Space. I just think he's so cute. But anyways, this is a great cover. Look at this gorgeous painted cover. And as I was looking through the interior art, it's actually really, really good as well. So I'm going to show you a couple of panels. I mean, here the fan is like, you can see the fan in the corner. It's like blowing me in the comic. Look at that. It's great. Oh, the lighting is adjusting. It's trying to adjust. It's really cool art in this. And for Dell, yeah, it's pretty awesome. Here he is. Oh, wait, I wanted to show you the panel where he's talking to his father in the morning. It's hilarious because he is the gay Blade. I mean, look at him with his rose. Oh, my gosh, I was laughing at that. Then some other panels. I think the art in this is fun and quirky and just, it's old, right? It's got an old style. But Dell is normally seen as having inferior art, but I think this art is really nice in here. I wanted to show you. Oh, he like carves a Z in this guy's neck. I was like, that's rude. Let's move on. Sorry, I'm taking a little while, but some of the art in this is just a lot of fun. And oh, here he gives the guy a slap. Take that. And was there anything else I wanted to show off in this? No, but this is one of those comics where the story continues on the back cover in black and white, and then they go on to the very back and finish the story. I mean, that's pretty funny. Next, I'm only going to show off 3 comics. So the next one I'm going to show off is, I thought this cover was amazing. Look at this thing. So it's a Black Hawk. I haven't opened this one up yet, but just the text on it and the floating heads and the background figure, it's just fabulous. And then the next one I want to show off is this Lone Ranger. I loved that cover art. Look at that. And the interior art is actually really nice too. So I'm just going to show off a couple panels. Sorry. Let me see. I mean, this is the general art inside. It's actually really nice. The art is not bad in this at all. And I'm just looking through it to see if there's anything really fast. Well, I'll just show off another page. So the art in this is fun. I'm sure I haven't read the stories, but I did look through it, and the art seemed pretty nice. There he is jumping over a chasm, or chasm, a chasm. Why did I say chasm? And then there's a backup story, Young Hawk, and I actually really liked the art in this as well. Okay, so those were some comics that I wanted to show off. These are going to go in Mylar. Fun stuff. I also got a set of DAW books. So recently I did 2 videos on the DAWs. And you know what? These CDs are in front of me, so I'm just going to show them off. I'm listening to these CDs right now. I love these kind of digipacks. And this was the one I was listening to most this morning. Down to Earth. It's jazz, and it's a lot of fun. Oh, it's got some gunk, so I'm going to get my Gooby Gone and get that off of there. I bought them all used. So let me put those to the side. So I actually bought a lot of the yellow-spined DAW books. So if I didn't make it clear in the video, DAW is the company is DAW because it's Donald A. Wollheim, and he made the company out of his initials. And he's a really interesting character. I learned a lot from this DAW thread, and there's a documentary about him out, and I really want to watch it. But He was a transvestite, and his daughter talks about him taking hours to get ready in the bathroom, and then he would come out all like with all this makeup on, and she'd be scared. I've got to see that documentary. But anyways, this is Daw number 1, and this is Andre Norton's Spell of Witch World. And unfortunately, it's in the middle of a series, but I already have this, and so this one is going to Sleepy D. So he is starting his Daw collection with a number 1. Isn't that cool? I wanted to say that Jeff's Cave of Books is a new YouTuber, and we're going to get together and discuss a book. Oh, by the way, I'm on Instagram at either D Molinaro or David Molinaro, or you can write me an email at dmolinaro33. That's DMOLINARO33 at hotmail.com. Okay, so that's how you can get a hold of me, and that goes for anybody if you want to trade comics or whatever. But I have these 2 doubles, and they're in really nice shape. So these 2 are going to you, Jeff, and this one also. Now, I already gave a copy of this to Sleepy Reader, I'm pretty sure. So I'm sending you this gorgeous, beautiful, spine nice. So Jeff, you're getting those 3 books. Now, if I have any of the other ones that I'm about to show, if they're doubles, they'll go to Sleepy, and if I already send it to him, I'll add it to Jeff. All right. I got 2 more Michael Moorcock. You can't have enough. Wait, that didn't work. You can't have enough Moorcock? No. You always need Moorcock. There you go. I should have thought that one out. So anyways, I have this book with the full frontal, and normally I wouldn't buy one where the art is cut like that, but I'm collecting all of Michael Moorcock's Elric books, and so I don't mind having this series as well. And I also got this one, Jewel in the Skull. So that's not in the Elric saga, but I'm collecting all of his. They're called the Timeless Heroes or something. There's a whole bunch of them, and they are all on different worlds, and they meet a bunch of times. It's kind of interesting. So I'll show off these real quick. Garan the Eternal. Look at that funky cover. Now, this was all in one lot, and so they were mixed fantasy and sci-fi. The Star-Crowned Kings. The Garments of Cain. Look at that one. Or Cain. This one I'm pretty sure I already have, so that's going to either Sleepy or Jeff, depending. As the Curtain Falls, I think Sleepy doesn't have it, so it's going to go to him. This one's cool. Look at this, The War Gamers World. And this is the book that really got me to buy this, because I read one of the short stories in here. This is by L. Ron Hubbard, yes, of the Dianetics fame, Old Doc Methuselah. And the short story was really good. And so I wanted the rest of the collection. And I read it in a Galaxy magazine like this. I don't think this one, but that's just an idea. And so I really wanted this, and I finally found it in a lot in a really nice condition. And so this is the impetus to get me to buy all of these. And another reason why I bought them all is because look at how beautiful the spines are. Here is a really thick one, Game Players of Zon, but what a cool cover that is. Another one that I really, really wanted is this one, The Other Log of Phileas Fogg. And so I guess this is a sequel to Around the World in 80 Days. So I'm going to be reading Around the World in 80 Days and then reading this. And I'll be talking about that in an upcoming show. People were laughing at this one because, like, why is this guy, like, working out with his giant hammer in the snow? But it's not really snow. I don't know, but I kind of think that's a really cool cover. Here's a book of short stories by Gordon Dixon. I've got a lot of his books up there on the shelf, but I don't have this one. I think I'll start with his short stories before I go on to his novels. E.C. Tubb, Prison of Night. This is part 17 of this story, of this series. 2 more. Edwin Llewellyn, The Douglas Convolution. Got a pretty cool cover there, cover art. And finally, another Andre Norton horn crown. I've got a ton of Andre Nortons. And I'm looking around because I think that was it. That was all I wanted to show you. Yeah, that's it. So, this is just me tinkering around in my garage, stopping to show off some things that I got, and also a wonderful package from Stevey D. And I might do a live stream tomorrow morning, depending on how I feel. So you're going to get a Friday video, a Saturday video, and a Sunday. Now, that might be too much for some people. I get it. So you can pick and choose. This is Garage Geek signing out. Don't forget to hit the like button, and always, all comments are appreciated. Oh, I forgot two things. So first off, my daughter came over last weekend, and she was going through our attic space because she wanted to get her childhood books for her daughter. And in the attic, she found a box full of old PlayStation 2 games. And I went ahead and I already took them out of the plastics and put them into the little cases to save space. But I have two that I want to talk about. So this one is Clock Tower 3. Now, I don't remember much about Clock Tower 3, but I do remember playing Clock Tower either 1 or 2 with her. And number one, I went online, and these games often go for quite a bit. This one is going for about $75 to $80, and number one is going for over $200. And I either have number 1 or number 2. But I used to play this with my daughter, and this is really bad, but when she was young, we would play this game, and not this one, but I think either 1 or 2. And it was crazy because there would be a killer who would come after you with a giant blade or a big mallet. And as he was getting closer, the music would start getting louder, like this creepy music. And then, as he got closer and closer, I think you would hear his breath. And as soon as you heard that, man, you took off running because you didn't even want to look around, because as soon as if he was too close to you, you would be dead. He would just like clobber you. And you are playing as a little girl in this game. It's pretty funny, but it was brutal. And it was just funny because, man, as soon as you heard that music, you would take off running, because if you died in one of these old games, like sometimes you had to play like 15 minutes to get back to where you were, and it was like such a pain, but it was generally really creepy, and it was a lot of fun. Now, I remember the second half of the game, they had something happen. They got a new artist working on the game, and it became comedic, and it just wasn't as good. But the first half of this game was great, and the killer would as he was like chasing you around, he would be saying, "Alyssa, Alyssa," and it was genuinely creepy but fun. So great memories of Clock Tower. Also, I used to play Tomb Raider like nothing. Like, I played this all the time, and this one is messed up. It's just a case. I'm gonna take it out of the case anyway. Like, I was such a fan of Tomb Raider, but man, they were diabolical. If you jump the wrong way, you die. And then there were these timed parts where you had to get from point A to point B, and you had to do all these obstacles, and you only had a certain amount of time, or the gate would close, or something would close, and it would fill up with water, and you drown, or whatever. And man, those things are diabolical. I would have to go online and find cheats for it, because I couldn't, like, how would you do this within like 20 seconds, and you had to do all these things? But man, were those games frustrating, but so much fun. I loved the old Tomb Raider games. So that's something else that I forgot to talk about in my little garage excursion. As you can see, I haven't showered yet, but I'm going to be going in soon. Sorry, TMI. All right, maybe look for another video from me tomorrow. Like, comment, thanks.